Welcome to Real Talk with Reginald D's motivational coaching question and answer segment. I'm your motivational coach, Reginald D. This is the place where we break chains, build faith, and fuel your next level. If you're ready to rise higher, you're in the right spot. Now, today's question is from one of my listeners. It says, Reginald D, how do I stop comparing myself to others and truly focus on my own path? Now, I know I'm about to step on some toes. Somebody listening right now, you've been scrolling, you've been watching, you've been measuring yourself against everybody else's highlight reel. And you're tired, drained, discouraged because you feel like you're not enough. The question we're tackling today is, how do I stop comparing myself to others and truly focus on my own path? That's a heavy one, but it's also a freeing one. Because the moment you learn to kill comparison, you gain back your peace, your focus, and your destiny. So buckle up. We're going to go deep. We're about to talk practical steps, biblical truths, and mindset shifts. And I'm even going to give you a weekly challenge that'll put this into action immediately. Family, let me start by saying this. Comparison is a thief. It steals your joy. It steals your gratitude. It steals your progress. Every time you compare yourself to somebody else, you insult the masterpiece God created in you. Because here's the truth, you don't know the price they paid for that picture-perfect moment. You don't know the tears behind that success. You don't know the battles behind that smile. Comparison makes you judge your behind the scenes against somebody else's highlight reel. I remember back in the day, before this podcast was in the top 1% globally, before syndication, before TV and radio, I looked at other podcasters and I said, man, why am I not there yet? But God has to whisper to me and tell me to stay in my lane. He said, your timing is different. Your process is different. Your assignment is different. When comparison creeps in, it usually brings lies like you're behind, you're not enough, you should have made it by now. Let me tell you, those lies are designed to paralyze you. John the 8th chapter 44 verse says, the enemy is the father of lies. That means every time you hear you're not enough, you better recognize the source. That's not God's voice. God's word says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's Psalms 139, 14 verse. So the first step is this: recognize the lie and replace it with truth. Say out loud right now, I'm not behind. I'm in God's timing. I'm not overlooked. I'm being prepared. I'm not less. I am more than a conqueror. Now, here's the problem. Too many of us are chasing their scoreboard. We think success looks like their house, their job, their followers, their brain. But success isn't where they are. Success is where you are supposed to be. Galatians 6 chapter 4 through the 5th verse says, each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. Family, your scoreboard is obedience. Did you show up? Did you take the step God told you to take? Did you stay faithful in your lane? That's the win. I'm going to give you 5 practical tools, and I want you to write these down if you're not driving. Recognize the lie. Stop and ask, am I looking at truth or a highlight reel? Second, redefine success. Make your scoreboard eternal, not external. Did you move forward today? That's success. Third one is gratitude shift. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning. Gratitude kills envy. Number 4, turn envy into an inspiration. Instead of saying, why them and not me, flip it. If God did it for them, he could do it for me in his time. And number 5, focus forward. Comparison looks sideways. Growth looks forward. Progress kills distraction. Now, I want you to imagine running a race. You're on the track. You're trained. You're ready. The gun goes off. But instead of running forward, you keep looking left. You keep looking right, checking how fast the others are going. Guess what happens? You stumble. You lose your stride. You slow down. The quickest way to lose your race is to watch someone else run theirs. This is why Hebrews 12 chapter 1st verse says, let us run with perseverance, the race marked out for us. Your lane, your race, your pace. Let me say this right now. If you're a young entrepreneur scrolling LinkedIn feeling like you'll never catch up, stop. Focus on building one brick at a time. If you're a mom comparing your parenting to the Instagram perfect families, stop. Love your kids where they are and be present. That's winning. If you're an athlete, artist, speaker, or leader watching peers pass you, stop. Your lane is preparation. They may be sprinting right now, but you're building endurance. Don't envy the sprint if God designed you for the marathon. I want you to do this right now if you can. Write down one area where comparison has been eating you alive. Maybe it's your career, your money, your looks, your relationships. Then write down one small thing that you can take this week in your lane. And I want you to commit to celebrating that small step because progress kills comparison. Now, I'm going to give you a challenge for the week ahead. Every day this week, I want you to write down 3 things you're grateful for. Then I want you to write down the one thing that's going to move you forward in your lane. And at the end of the week, I want you to look back and see the ground you covered. Now I'm going to leave you with this. Stop looking left. Stop looking right. Look forward. Look upward. You weren't created to be a copy. You were created to be an original. And when you embrace your lane, when you silence comparison, and when you focus on progress, you'll find peace. You'll find joy. You'll find purpose. Because at the end of the day, this is not about keeping up with them. It's about becoming who you were already meant to be. Now, I want to thank my listeners for the question, and I truly hope it helps people today. Now, don't forget to send your questions to me via email at rsherman@realtalkwithreginald.com or visit my website at realtalkwithreginald.com and instant message me or send me a voicemail on my website or message me on my social media platforms. Just search for Real Talk with Reginald D. Make sure you share this episode with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the show so you can receive alerts every Tuesday and Friday when new episodes are published. By the way, you'll be able to find all the links in the show notes as well. That's all for today's episode, fam. I hope you found this episode inspiring and helpful while you're building that road to your dreams. And always, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, keep growing, keep believing, and keep it real. See you next time.